What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. We have a lot to cover for this week. The market's kind of going crazy, and we have a lot of big events set for this week. With that being said, let us know what stocks you are watching in the comments down below, and we'll probably take a look at them in tomorrow's video. But with that being said, Tom, let's get right into today's video.
Yeah, the market took a really big hit today, actually, as we're awaiting Powell's press conference and the FOMC's reaction to inflation on Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. That press conference is going to be huge. We can see that the market is already going down this week. The SPY took a pretty big hit, and it's actually kind of double topping up here. If we look at the 180-day 4-hour, we almost double topped around 473. So it definitely looks like a pretty crazy setup on the SPY. You know, if Powell speaks and the market likes what he said, we might explode up to new highs. But it looks like as of right now, the markets have a little bit of fear coming in. And with that fear, we're seeing the chip stocks that we were talking about yesterday, Mike. NVDA and AMD got destroyed today, with NVIDIA falling down 6.75%. And Mike, our hybrid bot today took full advantage of this drop, and our NVIDIA play exploded, Mike. Let's go ahead and cover that. I'll go ahead and get the chart up here for the option. We can see how much it exploded, well over 100% if you held it throughout the day.
Yeah, so today was a crazy day, and like you said, the bot really sniped NVIDIA. We could see the hybrid bot called out the NVIDIA 290 strike puts at, what is that, 10:23 a.m. Eastern time this morning. So at the time, the NVIDIA 290 strike puts were at $520 each. By the end of the day, these same put options went to $1,230 each. So it was definitely an amazing run up. Like you said, it was over 100%. It was like 147% to be exact, but that bot's been on fire. If you guys trade options and you want to try out the bot, definitely check out the first link in the description and the comments down below. You can cancel at any time. We have the coupon running, so if you want to try it out, now's the time. There are daily options, swing trades, day trades, access to a ton of other bots, and overall just a great community. So definitely check it out. And with that being said, Tom, tell us more about what's happening in the market. Like, I know you said we have the FOMC meeting on Wednesday, or the press conference, we should say, but what else is going on?
Yeah, the press conference is mainly the big thing to look for. And, we're seeing lots of stocks go down today in anticipation of this event. And we actually saw the big meme stocks, Mike. We have AMC falling down 15% to their lowest price in months. And if we look at the max daily chart, you can see that how low AMC is actually getting now. And I'm starting to feel pretty bad for everybody who has been holding them. Ever since we fell below this $30 support, AMC has just been rocketing to the downside. It's definitely not a good start to the week for these hype stocks. And it's just really bad to see these stocks down this much. 15% is definitely not a good day. And I really hope to see these stocks maybe bounce off of support and start to go back up soon. But, we've been seeing these stocks go down for the past few months, and I don't know if they're going to be able to get that bounce everybody's waiting for.
Yeah, it's been looking rough for the meme stocks. And like you said, like AMC down 15%, GameStop down 14%. It's definitely been rough. And, they're getting to like some major support levels, but it's definitely looking pretty rough.
Yeah, it is. And, it's one positive note that CNBC pointed out today in one of their articles. They actually said that AMC shares are still up more than 970% on the year, though. So, while the stock is getting destroyed here in the short term, all year over year, it's still doing pretty good. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not, advocating to go buy AMC right now at the current levels or anything like that. But, they are just trying to give a silver lining here that it is up 970% this year, even with the way it's been going down. So that's a good thing to see. And hopefully AMC can start to do better. And we can see that implied volatility going up. And Mike, we have a lot of crazy setups in the market right now, as well as Apple. And, we saw some crazy moves out of them today. They've been on a huge uptrend, and, in pre-market, they were doing very well. And then at the end of the day today, they really sold off with the SPY.
Yeah, and honestly, I can't really like get too mad at this setup because if you just look back over like the past 2 or 3 weeks with Apple, it has been exploding and it has like really been driving like the indexes up. Like the SPY has been popping, the QQQ, like even the Dow's been looking pretty good. So it's really been a powerhouse. But we are set for a big week. So I know a lot of volatility is going to come in on Wednesday.
Yeah, it is. And it's going to be pretty scary if some of these bigger stocks like Apple start to come down a little bit, especially with Nvidia and AMD going down at the same time. It's not going to be a good combination. And we saw this huge rise of implied volatility here at the end of the day. I don't know if that's a glitch or not, Mike. I know we were talking about it, but it's definitely something to keep on the radar. I feel like maybe the market's bracing for a big move here.
You know it. It's good stuff there. And then let's get right into the momentum plays for tomorrow. With the first momentum play, we have Peloton to the upside.
Yeah, go ahead and make Peloton break out above $41.50.
Sounds great. And then we have RCL to the downside.
Yeah, Royal Caribbean, go ahead and make them fall below $71 even.
All right. And then with the last one, we have NVIDIA also to the downside.
Yeah, poor Nvidia. They're actually getting really close to a huge support right around $280 even. So make them fall right below that.
Sounds good. So we're watching Peloton for a potential day trade to the upside tomorrow, only if it breaks above the level Tom listed. And then we are watching RCL and NVIDIA for potential day trades to the downside tomorrow, only if it breaks below the level Tom listed. And let's not forget, the bot had an amazing call out on NVIDIA today. It was over a 100% gainer. Definitely check out the first link in the description down below. And then I want to shout out our member of the day really quickly in the Discord, and that is Sean T. Thank you so much, Sean T, for being a great member of the chat. We really appreciate all of your positivity and activity in the chat. But let's get right into these YouTube comments from the previous video. With the first comment, we have Yak saying Apple announced weaker than expected sales of the new iPhone and the stock shot up. So yeah, I mean, sometimes bad news can come out and the stock shoots up, and sometimes good news can come out and the stock shoots down. I would say more than anything, like any other like catalyst, I would say that the FOMC press conference will be like the main thing to watch out for this week, especially on a company like Apple.
Yeah, definitely. And even though they came in with bad sales with the phones, they're getting into a lot of other stuff now. Like they have the laptops and everything else. And they even have been running up a lot lately on that iCar announcement. That electric car is going to be very interesting as that news starts to come out. So I think that's part of the reason too. So, while the phones do make a big impact with Apple, obviously they're getting into a lot of other stuff.
No doubt. All right, and then we have Gutter saying, let's go KO. So yeah, these value stocks have been doing very well. Coca-Cola up 2.6% today, which is pretty big, especially for a company like Coca-Cola. Normally you only see like 0.3% days with a company like this, but it's actually popping.
Yeah, they've been on a huge uptrend, Mike, and this has been amazing for the value stocks. Like we're seeing KO up today, Walmart up today, but the most stocks were down. Like honestly, these are like some of the only stocks that were green on my watch list. We had Facebook go green, but man, the value stocks are on fire. I'm glad to see Coca-Cola running like this, and I know Warren Buffett's a big player in KO.
Awesome. And then we have Brian saying, grabbing some lucid calls in the morning. They're being added to the NASDAQ. So yeah, QQQ. That's awesome to see. Lucid didn't do too bad today. Like they finished up 4%, but honestly, like they didn't like have like a great day because they kind of tanked off in the, I guess you could say early morning or late morning, I should say.
Yeah, they did. It was not a good start to the day for them. I honestly expected a little bit more of a pop with the way that we're seeing lots of stuff go, but the overall market fell and then we had Apple and the rest fall, so it probably was dragging down on them a little bit.
All right, and then we have Carlos M saying, great video. You mentioned AI in the last video, I believe. I just want to remind everyone that it could be a great deal at $33. I'm with you. I think it's at a pretty awesome price point right now. And if you look back throughout history, like this thing was trading for 184 in the beginning of the year. And now it's at 33. And, they just had that $500 million deal with the Department of Defense, which should be big. And, they're in a pretty good industry.
Yeah, definitely. I hope that they end up going up in the long term. I recently grabbed some shares of it myself as a starter position, and I really hope that it goes up. I think it's a pretty good company, and in the end, it's a growth stock. So expect some volatility in the short term, but over the longer term, like the next three to 6 months, I think it'll be pretty good.
Here we go. So, Tom, do you have any last minute stocks, options, or anything you're watching for tomorrow?
Man, I just want to say to be really careful this week, guys. You know, we have lots of stuff going on. I would definitely look at possibly getting a hedge play or something like that in place. We actually had the market fall off pretty drastically today, right at the end of the day. The SPY took a pretty big tumble, made a new low of day. It's kind of retesting this 466 support. So that's going to be pretty big for tomorrow. You know, if the SPY falls down below 466, I think it could go pretty much lower. And I'll be honest, the way it's kind of double topping here on the 180-day, 1 hour chart, right around 473. I don't think that's too good of a sign, especially with Powell and everyone talking later in the week. So it's going to be very interesting. You know, we're at a very key level here. We're either going to start tanking off or we're going to explode up to new highs with Powell talking. So it's going to be, I know everyone has mixed opinions on it, but definitely look at it. I think if we fall below 466 tomorrow, you know, plays like VXX calls or possibly even just puts on the SPY might be good, just especially for those couple of days there with Powell.
You know it. And Tom, just like you said, if you think the market's going to fall or if you're maybe looking for like a hedge play, check out VXX. Like normally when the market tanks down, this stock pops up. We can see this stock was, or this ETF was up 4% today. So it is risky and it's definitely not something you should hold for the long term. But like if you think the market might fall in the short term, definitely check out VXX. It normally rises when the market falls. But besides that, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you trade options, definitely check out the first link in the description and the comments down below. We have a coupon running, so now's the time to try out the bots. You can cancel at any time. The bot has been on fire. With that being said, if you have any questions, let us know in the comments down below. But other than that, thanks for watching.